So these are the 40-ounce mixing cups. They can be used for paint, for sealers, for any kind of a solvent that needs to be combined in parts, like an A and a B. It can also be used for mixing up any kind of a cement, paste, slurry, colors, acid stains. They're a very general purpose cup. See here on the side you have your markings. They only go up to 34 ounces. If this cup were to be filled all the way to the very top, there would be the 40-ounce total. You have some common conversions on them, as well as a 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 ratio, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, 4 to 1, and a 4 to 1 to 1. Just a quick overview of how to use the cup on a 4 to 1, which is what most typical concrete sealers would be that are a two-part sealer. The first thing you probably want to do is figure out about how much you need. So if you need 2 ounces, you can see where you're going to need to fill up to. If you need 4 ounces, 6 ounces, and so on. Once you have an idea of how many ounces you're going to mix up, then you'd come over here to your 4 to 1, if that's what the particular product you had was a mix ratio of in a 4 to 1. You come down and you'd find a number corresponding. So if you needed about 4 ounces, the 1 would be pretty close to that. So on this first one, that's your 4. So if your part A is 4 parts, you would fill this cup up to that one with part A. And then on your part 1, you would add your part B in until the line of the liquid that's in this cup comes up to that second one on the right. So it would be the same for any of these numbers. If you needed enough to fill up to a 3, which would be about 10 ounces, then you'd fill your part A up to the 3 on the left, and then you'd keep filling it up with your part B until the line came up to your one on the right. Generally when you're filling on with a liquid, you'll have a meniscus, so you'll have a inverted dome. To make sure you get the most accurate measurement, when you fill this up, you'll want to fill it so when you're looking straight on the side of the cup, the bottommost part of that liquid in there will come to the 1. Sometimes your line of the liquid would maybe be just barely above the 1, but the bottom, when you look across the cup, will be right at the 1. So that's what you want to go by. The reason for that is just the surface tension on the cup will sometimes grab just a little bit of the liquid, and it will, on the inside of the cup, it will lip up against the side. So it's not an accurate measurement. And the same goes for 1 to 1 to 1. If you had something that you needed equal parts of, you'd fill up to that mark with 1, then keep adding till it came to that mark, and then that one, and so on. 10 to 1, 20 to 1. 21 would maybe be for a light muriatic acid wash, or even some kind of a neutralization. So you're dealing with very small increments. So you need to probably be pretty careful when you measure those if they need to be precise. But it's going to be really hard to tell when you go from one mark up to the next.